Good morning, guys. I just want to do a quick review for you guys on Section 6. So, Section 6 was Beowulf's last battle. We have a couple of pieces here that seem important when you're reading through. Keep in mind not only the fact that Beowulf is going into this last battle, but he brings several warriors with him. It doesn't tell you this in the text, but it's actually 12 that he brings with him, which, biblical number, check it out. He handpicks these warriors because they're the best of the best. He acknowledges that he's old and that he's been ruling in this kingdom peacefully for 50 years before this dragon has come along. He brings these warriors, but then he, of course, fights the dragon by himself, which leads to his eventual death. Spoiler alert, I guess. We see him do his final boast, which in class we kind of speculated that some of these things might be included in his final boast, so maybe his characteristics, background or history information, accomplished that he has done or accomplished, that's the word I meant, and maybe some strategies for his game plan going into this fight. Sorry guys, I have something on my finger, it hurts. So kind of look for those bits and pieces in that little bit of speech that we get, that final boast. Definitely see some of those characteristics, so keep an eye out for them if you missed them. Then we kind of get into the final fight scene. Beowulf is kind of like, I'm the best, but then maybe he's not quite the best, right? So he kind of gets a little wrecked up by this dragon, right? We actually see the fight scene on lines like 30 through 60-ish on that page. Both of them are kind of fighting their hardest, but Beowulf does kind of lose, and Wiglaf is kind of listening on, and Wiglaf is waiting to see what happens. And the other soldiers are as well at this point. They're talking about, God and how God is playing a role in this. There's lots of kennings, lots of imagery and personification, lots of biblical allusions, so keep an eye out for those, as we have been. Beowulf really gets in trouble, and all the followers leave except for Wiglaf. And Wiglaf kind of steps up to help. But before he does, he gives this whole speech about why he's going to stay and help Beowulf. So when you're getting into the hundreds, lines, 100 through 130-ish, keep an eye out for why Wiglaf is trying to do this. Why is he helping Beowulf? And he does actually help the king, to defeat Beowulf here, and then, the dragon in the next scene. So, kind of just keep an eye out on what Wiglaf's purpose may be, and what are some things you're noticing. I know this is a quick review, but this scene wasn't very difficult. It was just a little bit lengthier. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll be finishing this up this week, so keep up on your assignments for this particular week, because a couple of things are going to be coming due by the end of the week, including your post-mortem chart, for example. So make sure you're on top of that, and let me know if there are any questions, guys. Be good.